Hello, it is I, DJEV, and yes, notice I still have my hat, with of course some wonderful things on it. Okay, it has been a while since my last video, and since then I have received some really stupid questions. So, let's get right to them, shall we? Alright, I have received some diet questions. Like, you want to send your questions to me about diet? Alright, first question here. I have heard, excuse me, it is morning here. I have heard that cardiovascular exercise can prolong life. Is this true? Hold on a minute. Yeah. Your heart is only good for so many beats, alright? And that's it. Don't waste them on exercise. Everything wears out eventually. Speeding up your heart will only make you live longer. That's like saying you can extend the life of your car by driving it faster. Want to live longer? Take a nap. Question number 2. Should I cut down on meat and eat more fruits and vegetables? You must grasp logistical efficiencies here. Big word. What does a cow eat? Hay and corn. And what are these? Vegetables. So a steak is nothing more than an efficient mechanism of delivering vegetables to your system. Need grain? Eat a chicken. Beef is also a good source of field grass, green leafy vegetables. And a pork chop can give you 100% of your recommended daily allowance of vegetable products. I had to look at my notes here. Question 3. Should I reduce my alcohol intake? Gene Hilberts are going to love this one. Was anybody really watching the DJEV rules? Remember the one about the flavored water? No, not at all. I'm Italian, okay? Wine is made from fruit. Brandy is distilled wine. That means they take the water out of the fruity bit, so you get more of the goodness that way. Beer is also made out of grain. Bottoms up. Question 4. How can I calculate my body fat ratio? Well, if you have a body and you have fat, your ratio is 1 to 1. If you have 2 bodies, your ratio is 2 to 1, etc., etc. Got it? Question 5, I think. What are some of the advantages of participating in a regular exercise program? Let's see. How do I answer this one? Sorry, I can't think of a single one. My philosophy is no pain. Good. Alright, here we go. Next question. Aren't fried foods bad for you? Aren't you listening? Foods are fried these days in vegetable oil. In fact, they're permeated in it. How could getting more vegetables be bad for you? Alright, next question. Will sit-ups help prevent me from getting a little soft around the middle? Definitely not. When you exercise a muscle, it gets bigger. You should only be doing sit-ups if you want to get a bigger stomach. Women, you're going to love this one, okay? Is chocolate bad for me? Are you crazy? Hello? Cocoa beans, another vegetable. It's the best feel-good food ever. Alright, continuing on here. Is swimming good for your figure? If swimming is good for your figure, explain whales to me. Is getting in shape important for my lifestyle? Was anybody watching the new rules video? Hey, round is a shape. Alright, well, I hope this has cleared up any misconceptions you may have had about food and diets. And remember, life should not be a journey to the grave with the intention of arriving safely and in an attractive, well-preserved body, but rather to skid in sideways. Yeah. Chardonnay in one hand, chocolate in the other, bodily thoroughly used up, totally worn out and screaming, woohoo, what a ride. And I still got a message. For those of you who watch what you eat, here's the final rule on nutrition and health. It's a relief to know the truth after all those conflicting nutritional studies. The Japanese eat very little fat and suffer fewer heart attacks than Americans. The Mexicans eat a lot of fat and suffer fewer heart attacks than Americans. The Chinese drink very little red wine and suffer fewer heart attacks than Americans. The Italians drink a lot of red wine and suffer fewer heart attacks than Americans. The Germans, like my dad, they drink a lot of beers and eat lots of sausages and fats and suffer fewer heart attacks than Americans. The conclusion is, eat and drink what you like. Apparently, speaking English is what kills you. Those are the questions answered. Alright, now, I got a few other things that are really pissing me off lately. Like I'm sitting there trying to watch the evening news. Alright, I don't get it. But you know, for those of you that have little kids, and you're watching the evening news, I am tired of watching Cialis commercials pop up, Viagra commercials popping up. Do we really have to watch these commercials pop up on the evening news? And I got to thinking to myself, how many little kids are looking up at their parents and going, Mommy, Daddy, what is ED? Come on here. Do we have to really watch this bullshit on our evening news? Is this necessary? Come on, you know, give me a break. There are plenty of other places that you can put your Cialis commercials. Not everybody in America has to watch that you can't get your dick up on the evening news. Please, put the commercials somewhere else. We're not all interested in the Cialis commercials. And now you can take it every day so every man in America doesn't have to worry about it. Sorry. After all, Viagra is known as the dicker picker-upper. Now, another thing. Little word here. Everybody's been wondering if I was going to DJ again. And so, a little word from my friend here. Hit it, DJ Snow.
Yo, it's getting kind of cold. I think it's rain season. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Fire, fresh, I feel it in my trip down shining sleigh. Yeah, jingle on, jingle what? Jingle all the way. Yeah, oh how fine and fresh I feel it in my trip down shining sleigh.
Aren't these little guys cute as hell? Well, that is all I have to say for today. It is December 27th, 2008. And that's the way it is here in Grove City, Ohio. December 27th, 2008. Happy New Year. Ciao.